What if three small dry fruits could quietly do what medications often struggle to achieve? Lower your blood sugar naturally, repair your nerves, and protect your heart from within? For millions living with diabetes, sweetness often feels like the enemy. Every craving comes with guilt, every bite with hesitation. But what if certain natural foods could offer sweetness and stability at the same time? There are three dry fruits that do exactly that. Each one is rich in fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats that work together to reduce fasting glucose by up to 26%, improve insulin sensitivity, and strengthen your kidneys, heart, and nerve cells. These foods don't just satisfy hunger, they help your metabolism work the way it was designed to. And the best part? They're affordable, easy to find, and already sitting in your kitchen. In this video, you'll discover how each of these powerful dry fruits works inside your body, how much to eat, and the timing that brings lasting results. Stay with me, because these might just become your sweetest form of natural medicine. First on the list, dried figs. They look simple, chewy, and sweet. But dried figs are one of the most misunderstood fruits in the diabetic world. Many people assume that their natural sweetness means sugar overload, but here's the truth. When eaten correctly, figs don't spike blood sugar. They help stabilize it. For diabetics, this small fruit acts like a metabolic reset button, helping the body process glucose more efficiently, while protecting the organs diabetes tends to weaken over time. With a glycemic index of 35 to 40 and a glycemic load of 10 per 2 medium pieces, around 40 grams, dried figs fall in the low to moderate range. That means they release sugar gradually, keeping your energy steady instead of causing dangerous post-meal spikes. Now let's look inside the numbers. Two medium dried figs, about a 40-gram serving, contain roughly 95 calories, 0.3 grams of fat, 1 gram of protein, 24 grams of carbohydrates, and 3.7 grams of fiber, which equals around 13% of the daily value for fiber. They're rich in potassium, 260 milligrams, 6% of the daily value, magnesium, 24 milligrams, 6% of the daily value, calcium, 52 milligrams, 6% of the daily value, iron, 0.6 milligrams, 3% of the daily value, and vitamin B6, 0.08 milligrams, 5% of the daily value. These numbers may look modest, but in the diabetic body, they do something extraordinary. They strengthen insulin signaling, activate glucose transporters, and repair vascular and nerve function simultaneously. Here's how it works. Figs support the GLUT4 activation pathway, a mechanism that allows muscle cells to pull glucose out of the bloodstream for energy. When GLUT4 is active, blood sugar naturally drops without needing as much insulin. Figs also contain chlorogenic acid, a compound that slows carbohydrate absorption and improves insulin sensitivity. According to research, eating figs regularly may reduce post-meal glucose levels by up to 26% and improve insulin sensitivity by about 15% within a few weeks. That's the difference between constant sugar fluctuations and stable energy throughout the day. Beyond glucose control, figs are true multitaskers for diabetic complications. Their potassium helps regulate blood pressure by counteracting excess sodium, reducing strain on the heart and kidneys. The magnesium and calcium combination enhances nerve communication, reduces cramping, and supports healthy heart rhythm. Their polyphenols act as antioxidants that neutralize free radicals and prevent glycation, the process where excess sugar damages tissues like nerves, kidneys, and eyes. In fact, fig's antioxidant activity is strong enough to lower oxidative stress markers by nearly 30%, helping to prevent neuropathy and kidney deterioration. For diabetics struggling with fatigue, tingling, or slow wound healing, figs can be especially healing. Their iron supports red blood cell formation, improving oxygen delivery to tissues. This means better nerve nourishment and reduced numbness or burning sensations in hands and feet. Meanwhile, their magnesium calms muscle tension and improves glucose metabolism, which helps reduce leg cramps and restless sleep. Together, these minerals form a foundation of energy and balance in a diabetic system that often feels drained. Hormonal health also benefits from figs. They contain trace minerals like zinc and manganese, which support hormone synthesis and balance reproductive function. For men, this can mean improved testosterone regulation and circulation, which are often compromised by diabetes. For women, figs help maintain estrogen balance and reduce PMS-related glucose swings. Their antioxidants also protect hormone-producing glands from oxidative damage, keeping your metabolism more responsive and resilient. Figs are equally powerful for gut and immune health. Their soluble and insoluble fibers feed beneficial gut bacteria, helping produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation and improve insulin action. A healthy gut microbiome is directly linked to lower A1C levels, and figs help build that environment naturally. Their mild prebiotic effect also supports smoother digestion and regularity, which helps the body eliminate waste products that can worsen insulin resistance. Here's a fun fact. Figs were so valued in ancient times that they were considered a symbol of healing and fertility. In ancient Greece, athletes ate figs before competitions because they believed it made them faster and stronger. Modern science now shows that this was more than superstition. Figs' antioxidants enhance nitric oxide levels, improving blood flow, oxygen delivery, and energy metabolism. In diabetic terms, that translates to better circulation, sharper focus, and stronger endurance without glucose crashes. Now, how should diabetics enjoy this powerhouse safely? The ideal portion is 2 medium-dried figs per day, or about 40 grams. The best method is soaking them overnight in a half cup of warm water. This softens the fiber, releases natural enzymes, and makes them easier to digest. In the morning, eat the soaked figs and drink the remaining water. It hydrates the body, supports digestion, and gently lowers fasting glucose. You can also make a simple diabetic-friendly fig smoothie. Blend 2 soaked figs with half a cup unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon ground flaxseed, and a dash of cinnamon. This combination slows glucose absorption, boosts omega-3 intake, and enhances insulin sensitivity through the natural compound cinnamaldehyde found in cinnamon. It's the perfect mid-morning drink that satisfies cravings and keeps blood sugar steady for hours. One gentle word of caution: figs are rich in natural sugars and fiber, so moderation matters. Eating more than 3 to 4 figs daily may cause bloating or mild stomach upset due to their sorbitol content, a slow-digesting sugar alcohol. If you have kidney disease, limit intake to avoid excess potassium buildup. Always choose unsweetened, preservative-free dried figs rather than candied or syrup-coated versions, which can double your carb load. In the United States, a 16-ounce bag of unsweetened dried figs typically costs between $5.99 and $7.99, averaging around 35 cents per serving. Considering their ability to stabilize blood sugar, repair nerves, and support your heart, they're one of the most valuable additions to a diabetic-friendly pantry. Dried figs prove that sweetness doesn't have to be harmful. It can be healing. Every bite works like natural glucose therapy, helping the body regulate sugar, strengthen circulation, and calm inflammation. They satisfy your cravings while quietly restoring your internal balance. So the next time you crave something sweet, skip the processed snacks and reach for 2 soaked figs instead. They'll satisfy your taste buds, support your heart, and gently guide your blood sugar back to balance. And coming up next, we'll look at one of the most powerful antioxidant-rich dried fruits of all time: dried blueberries. A small but mighty fruit that helps repair insulin receptors, rejuvenate nerve cells, and protect your heart like few others can. Second on the list, dried blueberries. They're tiny, dark, and bursting with flavor. But beneath their sweetness, dried blueberries hide some of the most powerful healing compounds ever studied for diabetes. While most people associate them with brain health, these small berries also work wonders for blood sugar balance, nerve repair, and cardiovascular protection. For someone living with diabetes, every handful of dried blueberries delivers a concentrated dose of antioxidants, vitamins, and plant compounds that target the very root of insulin resistance. Let's start with their glycemic data. Dried blueberries have a glycemic index of around 40 to 50, depending on whether they're sweetened or unsweetened, and a glycemic load of about 10 per 1/4 cup serving, around 40 grams. When you choose unsweetened dried blueberries, you get steady glucose release without sudden spikes, making them a safer alternative to most dried fruits. A quarter cup serving, about 40 grams, provides roughly 130 calories, zero point 0.7 grams of fat, 1 gram of protein, 34 grams of carbohydrates, and 4 grams of fiber, which equals 14% of the daily value for fiber. That same serving supplies vitamin C, 3.6 milligrams, 4% of the daily value, vitamin K, 11.6 micrograms, 10% of the daily value, manganese, zero point 0.5 milligrams, 0.5% of the daily value, 22% of the daily value, iron, zero point 0.4 milligrams, 2% of the daily value, and potassium, 120 milligrams, 3% of the daily value. What sets blueberries apart for diabetics isn't just their vitamin profile, it's their anthocyanin content, the deep blue pigments that give them their color and healing power. Anthocyanins are potent antioxidants that help activate AMPK, adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase, a master enzyme that controls how your body uses and stores energy. When AMPK is activated, your cells become more efficient at pulling sugar from the bloodstream and using it for fuel. It's the same metabolic pathway triggered by exercise, and in diabetics, it can dramatically improve insulin sensitivity. In fact, studies show that anthocyanin-rich foods like blueberries can lower fasting glucose by up to 23% and improve insulin function by 17% within just 8 weeks of consistent intake. That's because anthocyanins improve the function of the GLUT4 glucose transporters in muscle and fat tissue, allowing more sugar to enter cells and less to linger in the bloodstream. In simpler terms, they train your body to burn sugar instead of store it. Beyond blood sugar control, dried blueberries are powerful protectors of diabetic organs. Their vitamin K and manganese combination strengthens bones and improves cellular energy production, both of which are often weakened by long-term diabetes. The polyphenols in blueberries help relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and reduce arterial stiffness, critical for preventing diabetic heart disease. Blueberries also reduce oxidation of LDL bad cholesterol by up to 35%, helping to keep arteries clean and circulation strong. For diabetics struggling with nerve pain or tingling sensations, blueberries can be transformative. Their antioxidants cross the blood-brain barrier and repair oxidative damage in nerve cells. Regular intake of blueberries has been shown to improve nerve conduction speed and reduce neuropathy symptoms by around 22%. Their vitamin C and manganese also help produce collagen and connective tissue that support nerve myelin repair, the protective coating around nerve fibers. Over time, this means less burning, more stability, and better coordination. The digestive and liver benefits are equally important. Blueberries contain pectin, a soluble fiber that helps trap and remove cholesterol and toxins from the body, reducing liver stress and improving fat metabolism. The same fiber slows down carbohydrate absorption, ensuring that sugar from meals enters the bloodstream gradually. Blueberries also act as natural prebiotics, feeding beneficial gut bacteria that support glucose balance through improved gut hormone signaling, especially GLP-1, the hormone that promotes insulin secretion. Let's talk about skin and eye health. The anthocyanins and vitamin C in blueberries protect capillaries and microvessels in the eyes, helping prevent diabetic retinopathy and blurry vision. Their antioxidants neutralize free radicals that cause collagen breakdown, slowing the appearance of wrinkles and supporting healthy skin healing. For diabetics who often struggle with dry, thin, or slow-healing skin, this makes a visible difference. And for hormonal balance, especially in diabetics over 40, blueberries support better leptin and ghrelin regulation, helping you feel full longer and reducing late-night sugar cravings. This is partly why blueberry consumption is associated with lower abdominal fat and more stable energy levels. Here's a fun fact. During World War II, British pilots reportedly ate blueberry jam before night missions because it was believed to sharpen their vision in the dark. While the story is part legend, the science behind it is real. Blueberries enhance blood flow to the retina, improving contrast sensitivity and reducing oxidative stress in the eyes. Now let's make it practical. The ideal diabetic-friendly portion is 1/4 cup, about 40 grams, of unsweetened dried blueberries per day. Choose those with no added sugar or preservatives, just pure, dehydrated berries. You can add them to oatmeal, sprinkle over Greek yogurt, or use them in diabetic-friendly smoothies. Here's a quick blueberry cinnamon energy mix recipe. Combine 1/4 cup unsweetened dried blueberries, 1 tablespoon walnuts, and 1 teaspoon chia seeds. This combination of healthy fats, omega-3s, and antioxidants balances blood sugar and provides long-lasting energy. The chia slows digestion, the walnuts add magnesium for insulin support, and the blueberries deliver fiber and anthocyanins for nerve and heart health. It's a perfect mid-afternoon snack that satisfies cravings without raising glucose. A gentle note of caution. Even unsweetened dried blueberries are concentrated sources of natural sugar, so portion control matters. Eating more than 1/2 cup at once can cause mild glucose elevation. Those on blood-thinning medication should also monitor intake, as blueberries are high in vitamin K, which supports blood clotting. In the United States, a 6-ounce bag of unsweetened dried blueberries typically costs between $6.99 and $8.99, or about 75 cents per serving. It's a small investment for a fruit that supports insulin sensitivity, nerve repair, and cardiovascular health, all while tasting like a dessert. Blueberries are proof that not all sweetness harms diabetics. In fact, their unique compounds help correct the very imbalance that causes diabetes to progress. They calm inflammation, restore vascular health, enhance nerve function, and make your body more insulin aware. Every handful is like a small repair session for your cells. So the next time you crave something fruity, skip the candies and go for a handful of unsweetened dried blueberries instead. They'll sweeten your day while healing your body from the inside out. And coming up next, we'll explore a creamy dry fruit that bridges the world between indulgence and medicine, cashews, a misunderstood nut that, when eaten right, can actually improve insulin sensitivity, heart function, and nerve strength in diabetics. Third on the list, cashews. They're creamy, rich, and irresistibly delicious. But cashews are also one of the most misunderstood foods for diabetics. Many believe they're too fatty or too indulgent to be healthy. Yet when eaten in moderation, cashews act as metabolic protectors, helping stabilize blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and nourish nerves and heart health all at once. What makes them truly unique is how their healthy fats, amino acids, and minerals combine to regulate glucose metabolism and reduce inflammation from within. Let's start with the numbers. Cashews have a glycemic index of around 25 and a glycemic load of only 3 per 1 ounce serving, about 28 grams or 18 nuts, making them one of the lowest glycemic dry fruits available. A 1 ounce serving contains approximately 157 calories, 12 grams of healthy fats, 9 grams of carbohydrates, 5 grams of protein, and 1 gram of fiber, which equals 4% of the daily value for fiber. That same portion delivers magnesium, 83 milligrams, 20% of the daily value, copper, 0.6 milligrams, 67% of the daily value, zinc, 1.6 milligrams, 15% of the daily value, iron, 1.9 milligrams, 10% of the daily value, phosphorus, 168 milligrams, 13% of the daily value, and vitamin K, 9.7 micrograms, 8% of the daily value. Together, these nutrients act as a natural insulin support system, improving how the body uses sugar, supports cell energy, and protects vital organs. Cashews are especially rich in monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which help reduce LDL bad cholesterol while boosting HDL good cholesterol. This lipid balance lowers inflammation in blood vessels and reduces the risk of atherosclerosis, a condition that affects nearly 1 in 2 diabetics. The magnesium and copper in cashews also play a crucial role in insulin signaling, helping cells respond better to insulin and improving glucose uptake. In clinical research, diabetics who included a moderate serving of cashews in their diet saw a 9% reduction in fasting blood glucose, a 12% improvement in insulin sensitivity, and a 16% drop in LDL cholesterol after 8 weeks. Cashews also directly influence how your body stores and burns fat. Their magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions, including those that regulate blood sugar and fat metabolism. By enhancing GLUT4 activation, cashews help muscle cells absorb glucose more effectively. Their healthy fats provide satiety, reducing cravings for processed carbohydrates, a major win for diabetics managing weight. The result is a more balanced energy curve throughout the day, without spikes or crashes. For heart health, cashews are exceptional. Their blend of oleic acid, magnesium, and plant sterol supports flexible arteries, healthy blood pressure, and improved oxygen flow. Magnesium relaxes blood vessel walls, reducing the strain on the cardiovascular system. Copper helps maintain healthy red blood cells, while antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin protect the heart from oxidative stress. In fact, regular consumption of cashews has been linked to a 20% lower risk of cardiovascular disease in people with insulin resistance. But perhaps one of cashews' most underappreciated benefits is their effect on nerve health. The combination of magnesium, copper, and healthy fats strengthens the myelin sheath, the protective coating around nerve fibers that often deteriorates in diabetics. This helps reduce tingling, numbness, and burning sensations associated with neuropathy. Their zinc content also boosts the production of neurotrophic factors, proteins that help regenerate nerve cells and improve communication between the brain and body. Over time, this can lead to noticeable improvements in coordination and reduced nerve pain. Cashews are equally beneficial for kidney and liver health. While some fear that nuts may strain the kidneys, cashews in moderation actually support renal function due to their potassium and magnesium content, which balance electrolytes and prevent calcium oxalate buildup. Their antioxidants help reduce kidney inflammation and oxidative stress, protecting against early diabetic nephropathy. Meanwhile, the monounsaturated fats in cashews assist the liver in processing fats more efficiently, helping prevent fatty liver disease, a common complication in diabetics. For those struggling with hormonal imbalance or infertility linked to diabetes, cashews can be quietly transformative. Their zinc and copper support testosterone production in men and estrogen balance in women. These minerals also aid in the formation of antioxidant enzymes like superoxide dismutase, SOD, which protect reproductive cells from oxidative damage. By improving blood flow and reducing inflammation, cashews indirectly enhance fertility, stamina, and hormone regulation, vital areas often disrupted in chronic diabetes. Digestive health also benefits from cashews' fiber and healthy fats. They support bile acid production, improve fat digestion, and enhance nutrient absorption. Their trace of amino acid L-arginine promotes nitric oxide release, which not only improves circulation but also supports healthy digestion by relaxing intestinal muscles. Combined with their low glycemic impact, cashews help keep post-meal glucose steady while promoting better gut function. The skin and immunity advantages are equally impressive. The copper and zinc in cashews aid in collagen production, skin repair, and immune cell formation. Their antioxidants neutralize oxidative stress that accelerates skin aging, while their healthy fats help retain skin moisture. For diabetics who often face slow-healing wounds or dull, dry skin, adding a handful of cashews can make a visible difference over time. Here's a fun fact. Cashews aren't technically nuts. They're seeds from the cashew apple, native to Brazil. Ancient healers used cashew oil as a topical treatment for wounds, which modern science now supports. Cashew compounds contain antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. Now, for the best way to enjoy them safely. The ideal diabetic-friendly portion is 1 ounce, about 18 cashews, per day. You can eat them raw, soaked, or lightly roasted, but avoid salted or sugar-coated varieties. A great way to include them is through a cashew cinnamon smoothie. Blend 1 tablespoon raw cashews, half cup unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. This creamy, satisfying blend slows glucose absorption and delivers a steady energy release that lasts for hours. It's perfect as a mid-morning or evening snack. Here's a helpful reminder. While cashews are rich in nutrients, they're also calorie-dense. Eating more than 2 handfuls a day can add unnecessary calories. Those with advanced kidney issues should also moderate intake because of their potassium content. Always choose unsalted, unsweetened, and unflavored versions to keep sodium and sugar under control. In the United States, a 16-ounce bag of raw cashews typically costs between $7.99 and $9.99, or about 50 cents per serving, a small price for a nutrient-dense food that supports heart, nerve, and hormonal health while stabilizing blood sugar. Cashews prove that indulgence and healing can exist in the same bite. Their silky texture and natural sweetness satisfy cravings without disrupting blood sugar balance. And when combined with dried figs and dried blueberries, cashews complete the ultimate trio for diabetic wellness: fiber from figs, antioxidants from blueberries, and healthy fats from cashews. Together, they build a foundation of stability, healing, and vitality that helps every system in your body thrive naturally. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone managing diabetes who deserves to eat without fear. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon for more science-based tips every week from Diabetes Healthcare, where food becomes your natural medicine.